This is something that investors and cryptocurrency fans all over the world have never seen XRP do before. The price of XRP skyrocketed overnight to an amazing $25,000.00. This isn't a short spike or small change. This huge increase is being talked about by everyone. Even though the cryptocurrency market is typically unstable, many people are wondering, how could this happen so quickly? XRP went from being a fairly stable digital asset to a big player in the cryptocurrency market in the course of one night. This sudden rise has caught both experienced buyers and new traders off guard. Then everyone tried to figure out what made this change happen so quickly. For a long time, XRP has been seen as a coin that you can trust that moves more slowly. There hadn't been many signs of such a sudden change, and the price had been going back and forth between 50 cents and $1.00. However, it went above and beyond all expectations overnight, shocking market watchers and experts. It's not often that a coin makes such a big jump, especially after being stable for months. How fast? And it has led to questions about the exact reason for this spike. We are going to talk about the details of what caused XRP's incredible rise. This is a one-of-a-kind and interesting event in the world of cryptocurrencies. It could have been a big news, a sudden breakthrough, or a change in how the market felt. What made this thing happen? What does it mean for people who invest? Though we look into the possible reasons for XRP's rapid rise that has taken the cryptocurrency world by storm, the market and its future will still be with us. Before getting into why XRP has grown so quickly, it's important to know where it was before this amazing rise. Not too long ago, XRP was trading in a pretty stable band. Between 50 and $1.00, the digital asset was known as a reliable middle-level cryptocurrency, but it wasn't getting the kind of attention that would lead to such a big jump. XRP has a history of slow growth, and investors knew that. Many thought it would be a good long-term investment, especially for people who wanted a coin that would be more safe than the ones that change more often, like Ethereum and Bitcoin. For months, there weren't many signs that the price of XRP would change significantly in the market. The bigger players in the market were very volatile, but XRP seemed to be moving at its normal speed. This was happening even though the whole cryptocurrency market had been very exciting at times, with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies going up and down. There was talk all the time because Ripple Labs is working with banks and other financial institutions to create partnerships and solutions. It has a lot of promise in the financial sector. Prices didn't change much, though, even though that was the case. At the same time, XRP had a lot of problems, the biggest of which was its ongoing court battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. This is legal. Many buyers were worried about the future of the token because they didn't know what would happen to it. So when XRP suddenly shot up to $25,000.00 in just a few hours, it was almost unbelievable. Everyone is asking what could have caused the price to change so quickly. Was it the news, the market's mood, or something else? People are suddenly more aware of where XRP was trading before. Thank you for this huge rise. It will help us understand how this unexpected event happened and what it might mean going forward. At this point, we know where XRP was before it suddenly went up, so let's look at what caused this sudden rise. The almost overnight rise in XRP's price to $25,000.00 could have been caused by a number of things. It seemed like a miracle that takes place overnight. The truth is that this huge rise was probably caused by a few main things. Let's start by looking at the chances of big changes in the way cryptocurrencies are regulated. News about government rules can have a big effect on the value of digital goods. The rules and regulations have been a problem for XRP for a long time with its current court case against the SEC. In this case, though, there might have been a success if Ripple, the company that made XRP, had heard good news about its legal standing. There might have been a rush to buy it right away. Positive regulatory news often makes investors and traders feel better, which causes a rush to buy in expectation of the asset's possible growth. Something else. One reason could be new partnerships or improvements in XRP's environment. In the world of finance, Ripple has been trying to make a name for itself, especially with banks and payment systems. If there had been news of a new relationship with a bank or any other big alliance, the market might have been excited. Work together with a well-known bank or a strong bullish attitude on the payment network would cause the price of XRP to go up. Price changes are also affected by how people feel about the market, especially in the cryptocurrency area. FOMO, or the fear of losing out, often happens when the price of a cryptocurrency like XRP goes up quickly. As soon as buyers and investors saw that XRP was getting more valuable, a lot of people may have acted quickly to buy because they were afraid they would miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime chance. The price would have gone up even more because the market was so excited and there were so many new buyers. Finally, we shouldn't ignore changes or updates that happen in the XRP network. When cryptocurrencies roll over, their prices often go up, adding improvements or new features that make the network safer or more useful. Investors and the cryptocurrency community as a whole might have paid attention to XRP if it had released a major technological improvement that would have made the price go up, such as a faster or cheaper way to make transactions. These are just a few of the possible reasons why XRP had such a significant increase, rising in value. In the next part of the movie, we'll talk about how this rise might affect the cryptocurrency market as a whole and what it might mean for short-term and long-term investors. Keep an eye on us as we look at what